Topic 1. Kevin Warsh sworn in as Fed Chair. Kevin Warsh was sworn in Friday at the White House by Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas after a 54-45 Senate confirmation vote. In his inaugural remarks, he repeatedly pledged independent judgment while emphasizing the Fed's independence, price stability, and preserving employment, and he flagged interventionist reform to improve communication, forecasting, and balance sheet runs. Political pressure risks remain after President Trump publicly pressed for lower rates and said he would let him be independent, even as the economy faces shocks from the Iran war that have lifted oil and mortgage rates, pushed CPI to about 3.8% recently, and left consumer sentiment near historical lows. The immediate test is the June 2017 FOMC meeting, where policymakers must weigh holding rates or raising further if inflation persists. Many Fed officials currently favor keeping rates steady or hiking if needed rather than cutting. Topic 2. Rapid AI-driven transformation of the Internet. Generative AI is rapidly reshaping search, content creation, discovery, and commerce, forcing platforms to redesign interfaces and business models while raising trust, privacy, and regulatory questions. Search is shifting to longer conversational queries and multimodal inputs. Google is expanding the search box, adding photo file inputs and an AI mode to provide consolidated answers, changing click patterns and boosting conversational query share. Content creation is transforming marketing with virtual influencers and AI creators, but also increasing fake people and misinformation that stress verification and moderation. E-commerce is adopting AI shopping assistants, integrated carts, and recommendation tools that may reduce traffic but raise conversion rates. Policymakers must address wealth concentration, job displacement, data use, and regulation. South Korea's Deputy Prime Minister urged that the large new wealth AI creates be managed so benefits reach the public, calling for an AI-inclusive society, distribution measures, social dialogue on labor, and strengthened hardware and chip-based AI ecosystems. Topic 3. Bond market volatility. Nvidia, Reddit, and Walmart notes. U.S. Treasury yields have surged. 10-year yields near a one-year high around 4.57%, and 30-year yields at levels not seen since 2007 around 5.8%, driven by inflation fears, geopolitical risk, and the prospect of further Fed hikes under the new chair, prompting HSBC to call Treasuries a danger zone and warnings that they can no longer be treated as risk-free. Market advice includes extending allocations toward intermediate maturities, roughly 5 to 7 years, and favoring BBB quality investment-grade bonds or credit-worthy high-yield opportunities based on fundamentals. Nvidia CEO Jensen Huang says the new Vera CPU expands addressable markets by about $200 billion and explicitly includes China in that forecast. Vera Rubin platform production is scaling with TSMC engagement, though some China deliveries of H200 chips remain unresolved amid export license complexities. Reddit shares fell about 6% after Meta launched a test of its Forum app on iOS, raising worries that Meta could siphon casual users, while Reddit's stock is down about 40% year-to-date despite strong advertising revenue growth. The supplied material had no detailed specifics on Walmart's reported corporate shakeups. Topic 4. Iran tensions, fuel prices, and travel cost pressure, including Spirit collapse. Iran's parliamentary speaker Mohammad Bagher Ghalibaf told Pakistan's military chief that Iran will not cede national rights and cannot trust the U.S. Pakistan is mediating, but major gaps persist, leaving geopolitical tension elevated. Fears of disruptions, such as a Strait of Hormuz blockade, have spiked crude and refined fuel prices, raising U.S. consumer fuel bills by an estimated $44.9 billion since the conflict began, with average gasoline near 4.55 cents in May and jet fuel roughly doubling, pushing airlines to raise fares and adjust networks. Domestic round-trip airfares averaged about $6